Good morning everybody. I am Pradeepa, working in the Department of English in SSM Institution, Dindigul. And today the class is about English proficiency. As English is very important nowadays, we have to learn English and we have to study a lot in English. So how we have to improve our communication skills and how we can develop your proficiency in English. So that is the class we are going to see today. Let us go to the class. English proficiency. How you have to improve your English proficiency. Spoken English and its essentiality in current scenario. So what is it needed nowadays is the spoken English and its essentiality. So before going for the video, everybody should know what is a self-introduction. When you complete your studies, when you just go for a job, it is a must that you should know how to introduce yourself. So how you have to introduce? There are several types to introduce yourself. The first one is the name, then the place, then the position, achievements, goal, short-term and long-term goals, and strength and weakness, hobbies, and also the personal details. So these are very much needed for a self-introduction. When you just go for the name, you have to say your name. For example, if I am saying, I am Pradeepa from the Department of English, I am speaking to you. And the next one is the place, I am coming from Dindigul. And what is your position? If you are a student and you have completed your studies and you have to say that I am completed BE or I am completed MA, or even you could say that I am working in certain department previously. Then the next one is you have to say your achievements. What are all the achievements that you have gone for, or what is the medals that you have won. So everything could be said in this achievements. Then the goals. So everybody will be having a goal and it has been divided into two, short-term and long-term goal. Short-term goal will be which will be completed in 2 or 3 years, and long-term goal will be more than that is 4 years or 5 years. After achieving all the short-term goals, you can go for the long-term goals. So long-term goals will be I would like to build a house of myself and I would like to settle well in my life and I have to go for a trip maybe all over the world. Okay, so such things will be called the long-term goals. Then everyone should know what is the strength and weakness of yourself, because this will help you to improve yourself. So strength is which is giving a boosting up to achieve all your goals, and weakness will be what is the thing that is which will degrade yourself or which is an obstacle for your achievements, that is called weakness. And for example, strength, if I am a self-motivated person and it is a strength, and weakness in this regard, I am a sentimentally weak, and also I will be so lazy. All these things will be a weakness. Okay. And then you should know what are the personal details of yours. If the person in the panel asks you what is the personal details, and you have to say about the personal details, maybe what is your mom and dad doing, what is your sibling doing, and what is the hobbies that you have, and how you will entertain yourself, everything comes under this personal details. Okay, so this is the self-introduction that we know and we have to go for. In any part of the interview, this will be the first one. Okay, so when you just go and attend an interview, or maybe you are presenting a paper, or if you are going for a certain presentation, this self-introduction is very much helpful. Okay, so everybody should know how to present yourself. Now we shall go to the second slide. Is about spoken English. So what is it? Spoken English is the need of the day. So everybody should know how to speak in English, because without the spoken English we could not live or we could not survive. And the second one is communication skills. How you have to improve your communication skills. And third one is the vocabulary, where you have to be very much careful and learn a lot. And what is a communication? So communication skills can be divided into two. One is a verbal communication and second one is the non-verbal communication. Then verbal communication is the one which is very much needed nowadays, because we get practice by reading practice, maybe text or something, newspapers and articles, and we can just go for the spoken, that is videos. You could just listen some videos which is based on the verbal communication. You can, we will be always having another that is type, it is called non-verbal communication, and it is not encouraged nowadays. By body language and gestures, you can go for non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication, some examples are nodding your head, or that is gestures when we just do with the hand movements. So this is called non-verbal communication. So communication is very much needed, I told you again and again. And how you have to improve this communication? So there are basically 4 skills that is called language skills. We shall go for the next slide. What is this LSRW? So this LSRW are the 4 skills of language learning. These skills are listening, speaking, reading and writing. So I would like to ask you a question. So among these 4 skills, which is very that is tough one? So my students will say that one will be saying that listening will be a very tough one, and some will be saying speaking is a tough one, and reading. And according to myself, that is writing is very tough, because it will be documented forever and you cannot erase it unless it burns. So you have to be very careful in writing. So if you are writing a letter to your higher officials, or writing an essay, or even on an article, and you should be very much careful with writing. Okay, so in order to write good English, you should be well versed in this listening, speaking and reading. And if you are really a good listener and a speaker, and if you are an voracious reader, definitely you will write well without even a single mistake in grammar, and also in a single mistake in spelling. Okay, so we have to concentrate in 2 things. So spelling is very much important, and then this while writing, grammar is also very much important. Okay, and we shall go for the next thing. Students who are very good in technical and are lagging in communication. As communication plays a very important role in workforce and higher education, students must be perfect in communication. So they should learn a lot to communicate well, because this is a universal language and also a survival language. This LSRW skills provides a complete assistance for the students to get perfection in this communication. So we have to go for this LSRW. Before going to learn this LSRW, how we have to improve these skills? The first one is listening. Number 1, face the speaker and give them your attention. While listening, you have to be very much careful with these points. So when you just listen, you should face the speaker and you have to be very much attentive. And your mind should be open. Keep an open mind. So you have to keep your mind open. And active listening is working nowadays. So you have to listen in a very active mode, or you should show there is a response by at least nodding your head, okay, while listening. Then you have to listen. You should not just give any answer. Before speaking, you have to listen a lot. Then after listening, you have to try to recollect all the points you have listened. You have to check yourself whether you could, that is, recollect the points that you have listened. So that will pave way that whether you are listening in a proper way or not. You can check twice whether you could just collect all the points, and even you could take some notes while listening. Okay, but you should not just give a response, because here we are giving or getting practice for listening alone. Now we shall go for the 3rd slide. So speaking skills. So how you have to improve speaking? So the first point is find an English speaking conversation partner. So the partner may be your mom or daddy or even your friends or even your sibling. So you have to just speak with them without any shyness or without any hesitation. Then the second one is, first of all, it's important to find a native speaker to practice with. But the native speaker, you cannot just acquaint with them, right? So what we have to do is, we have to go for certain videos which has been uploaded by the native speakers. You can just go and listen the particular videos, and then you can just get inputs from the videos. Then the third point is, make sure to listen as well as to speak. In order to speak well, you have to listen properly. So you have to listen to their words, how they are speaking, how the slang and how words, each and every moment you have to listen carefully. And then you have to practice speaking also. You have to speak well. And you have to speak, that is what they have. Even you can just repeat the words, what they have spoken already. Then the next point is, record your conversation. So you can just record all the conversation, what you are speaking with your partner. And you can just go through the videos where you're committing mistake. And you can just rectify the mistakes by watching again and again. Next one is, you have to surround yourself with the English language. So in the sense, you have to watch English movies and some documentaries and even some English documentary movies and videos, and you can read English books, English newspapers, some articles which is very much interested but in English. So you can just surround yourself with English. You have to be with English, talk English and walk English, what we'll be saying in a funny way. And you have to practice with the musics and movies. Even you could listen the musics of English, okay? And this will give you much encouragement because you have to speak, right? And then the English movies, you could not go for, or you should not go for the subtitles which is scrolling under your movies, but you have to try to listen from their words. Then read aloud. This is a very good practice. So where you have to read aloud in order to speak well. You could just read even the newspapers, and you can even talk to yourself. Okay, so wherever you go or whenever you just spend time alone, you can talk to yourself in English. So all these things will help you to speak in English. Okay, well in English. Okay, so these are all some practice that you can do before speaking or getting practice for speaking. We shall go for the next slide. So how you have to improve reading? So first one is discuss reading comprehension. So you have to be well versed in reading comprehension. Why we have given the exercise as reading comprehension? Because it is the comprehension itself having the meaning of understanding. So you have to read well, understand the passage, and thereby you have to answer the questions given under the reading comprehension. So this is one part of an exercise which is given in these interviews, because they want to judge your capacity and also capability. That is how you are understanding better and how you can just reproduce the answer or maybe give responses. Okay, so for this reading comprehension is very much helpful. And you have to urge thinking while reading. So while reading itself, you have to understand better, right? So you have to think well, what is the point given or how the responses are given. So everything should be there in this reading. Then read according to your interest, a story or a poem. So some will be interested in reading some articles which is day-to-day life, and some will be reading the story, or some will be giving concentration on a poem. Okay, so it depends upon your interest. You can go for anything. So voracious reading is very much important. So by reading day by day, you can just develop the skills of reading. Okay, so this is the important thing that you have to go with. And the next one is writing skills. After completing or after getting practiced with the listening, speaking and reading, we shall go for this writing practice. So as I told you, writing is very much important and you should be very much careful, because writing is a document. Okay, it will be there forever. And before writing, you should know the vocabulary. how you have to get practice. Even you can just go for a dictionary reading and you can just learn new words. So new words that is from Latin and English, and Latin and Greek words is also there in English language, and you need not go for some bombastic words. Okay, so you can just go for a simple words in the initial stage, and later after practicing everything you can go for some vast vocabulary practice. Then master English spelling. So English spelling is very much important. Okay, while writing we should not commit mistakes in even spellings and also grammar. And you have to read regularly. You have to read a lot and you have to read regularly. And then improve your grammar. Grammar is also very much important in writing, because you should not that is leave grammatical errors. Okay, so you have to improve your grammar. There are many grammar books and even YouTube videos is also there, and you can learn a lot in grammar. And then you have to try to write simple sentences first in the beginner, as the beginners, and you have to go for simple writing, and you can correct yourself. Okay, and you can just give it to your professors or maybe your mom and dad, very much that is skillful in checking all your writing. You can just give it to them, and then you can check yourself whether you have written it in a good manner or not. Okay, and then that is routine work of conversation practice is also very much helpful for a good writing. And again to your mom and dad, if you are if you are residing in home, you can get practice from your mom and dad and even siblings. Okay, so getting practice in writing is very important, and you have to practice yourself well. Okay, so these are the 4 skills, and in this slide I have just given you what are all the 4 skills. So let us go for the video, that is slides once again. Okay, so listening, speaking and reading and writing. So this is the basic skills. These are the 4 basic skills of the language. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and let us go for further videos. Thank you so much.